Hello Stellar friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at Melissa by the Allman Brothers, and wow, what an amazing song to learn on the acoustic guitar. So what we will be doing are learning chord shapes that will be shifting up and down the neck of the guitar, which is going to give it that open, dreamy sound that the song is so well known for. We've got a lot to get through today, so buckle up, make sure you have your guitar all tuned, and let's get started. So we've zoomed in to take a look at the song. It's going to be much easier for you to learn it if you can see what my left and right hand are doing. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the verse. We've got 3 chords that we're going to be working with. We have a regular E major. All right, nice and straightforward. The next chord we have is an F sharp minor. Now it has got a fancier name, but we're just going to call it an F sharp minor. And for this chord, what we need to do is we're going to take our first finger and we're going to shift it into the 2nd fret on that G string. And then we're going to add our ring finger and our pinky into the 4th fret on the A string and on the D string. And it's going to give us that beautiful open sound. So this is going to be called our F sharp minor in the song. Okay. Think of a bar chord. Think of an F minor bar chord, okay? But instead of playing with a bar with that first finger, all we're doing is playing with that first finger, just squeezing down the G string. So it's just squeezing down one string and we strum from the A string down. What we're going to do next is shift the shape up 2 frets. So 1, 2, exactly the same strings are being held down. We're just playing in the 4th fret with our first finger, and we're playing in the 6th fret with our 3rd and 4th fingers. And this is going to be called a G sharp minor, also offering that beautiful open sound. Okay, and then we're going to shift this back to the F sharp minor. Okay, so these are the movable chord shapes that I was talking about in the intro. Okay, so we have the F sharp minor and we have our G sharp minor. And of course, the first chord we looked at was our E major. We play our E major with fingers 1, 2, and 3, like a regular E. And then what I like to do is I use my first finger as a lead finger into the F sharp minor. So we scooch it into the 2nd fret and we add our 3rd and 4th fingers. So we have E. First finger is the lead finger. We create the next shape. And for my F sharp minor, we change to the G sharp minor. And we move back to the F sharp minor. So what we're going to be doing next is getting comfortable with moving that chord shape up and down the neck. So we're going to be allocating 4 down strums to each of those chords. Okay, so let's give that a try. Starting on that E, 2, 3, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, F sharp minor, 2, 3, G sharp minor, back to F sharp minor. Let's give it another try. Back to the E chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, F sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, G sharp minor, and F sharp minor. So if you can play that comfortably, you can get those 4 down strums, you can play those chord transitions without there being any awkward pauses, then what we're going to be doing is looking at the strumming pattern. We're going to be working with a 16th note pattern here, okay, and the pattern sounds like this on muted strings. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And each chord is going to get 1 full round of that pattern. So if we try that on the E chord, it's going to sound like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We change. And to the G sharp minor, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, back to your F sharp minor. And if we try that without any pauses, now, a quick note on this strumming pattern. If you watch videos of the Allman brothers performing live, this is the pattern that they use, but it is improvised quite a lot, okay? So you're gonna see it as your foundation. Just remember to lean into your own musicality and your own interpretation of the pattern when you play. And you'll notice in the strum along or the play along at the end of the lesson, this is a strumming pattern that I use for 90% of the song, but you'll see here and there, I might leave out a strum or I might add in a strum. So it really just kind of creates the foundation that you can work from, and then you just create the song to make it sound more like your own. Now, what we will do next is moving on to the second part of the verse. We're gonna have a new set of chords. So the first chord we have is an A major, which I am gonna encourage you to play with fingers 2, 3, and 4. From here, we're going to be sliding into an open chord of B minor. Okay, so what we're going to do is take fingers 2 and 3, you're going to scooch them into the 4th fret, and you're going to add your first finger onto the B string in your 3rd fret. Okay, this is an open version of B minor. Think of a B minor chord. Look at those 3 notes that are being squeezed down. We're playing those 3 notes, but with fingers 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to be shifting this up 2 frets, 1, 2, for our C sharp minor. Okay, same thing if we think of a C sharp minor bar chord. We're just playing an open version. And then you're going to scooch this back to B minor. And to the A. So the lead fingers are fingers 2 and 3. So we have A, B minor, C sharp minors next, and back to B minor. So just practice playing through those 3 chord shapes back and forth. Now, as you can see, those chord shapes are held between brackets. This means that our strumming pattern is going to change. The chords between brackets are going to share 4 counts. So the A will get 2 beats and the B minor are going to get 2 beats. So for example, 1, 2, shift, 1, 2, shift, 1, 2, back to B minor. Okay, and our strumming pattern is down, 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 up, which we count 1, 2, and a. So each chord is going to get 1 round of that strumming pattern. Down, 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 up, and then we change to the next chord. Down, 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 up. So a demonstration of that. If you join me on the A, down, 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 up, B minor, C sharp minor, B minor. Okay, get those chords under your fingers because we're now moving on to the next section of the verse. This is going to take us back to the chords we played in the very beginning of the song. The E, the F sharp minor, the G sharp minor, and the F sharp minor. Okay, so it's the same chords, but now, as you can see, those chords are being held between brackets. So we have the same idea as before, okay? But this time, each chord is going to be held for 2 beats, not for 4 beats. Okay, and we can use the same pattern, down, 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 up, okay, on each of those chords. So we have E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, and F sharp minor. Now for the last line of the verse, we have a brand new chord as well as a change in the strumming pattern. So the chord that we have is a C major 7, and for this C major 7, we're going to be playing it with fingers 1 and 2. First finger is going to squeeze down the 2nd fret on the D, and our second finger will squeeze down the 3rd fret on the A. Okay, so again, we have that dreamy open chord sound. Okay, and we have a syncopated strumming pattern here. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 16th note syncopated pattern. Okay, and then we're going to be going to a B5, which is a power chord. So for the power chord, we're going to have our first finger squeezing down the root note, which is B, and then adding our 3rd and 4th fingers into the 4th fret on the D and the G. Now, traditionally a power chord, you just play those 3 strings. But for this song, we're going to be playing the strings from the A string all the way down. And it's going to just echo that same open chord sound that we've been getting from all the other chords that we have been playing in the song. Okay, and you're just going to hit that with one single down strum. So from the C major 7, we have down, up, down, down, up, and then the B5. 2, 3, 4. So we're going to let that chord ring out for 4 beats. And then we're going to go straight back into the chords we played at the very start of the verse. The E, F sharp minor, and G sharp minor. So let's put it together from the very beginning of the verse. Here we go. Starting on that E, you can do it. 2, 3, 4. F sharp minor, G sharp minor, F sharp minor, we're going to go to the A chord, down, 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 a B, C sharp minor, back to the B minor. Now the E, F sharp minor is next. C major, down, up, down, down, a B5, 2, 3, 4, and E. F sharp minor. So moving on to the final section of the piece, we are going to be looking at the bridge. Now for the bridge, we have brand new chords. We have an E major, changing to a D major. We have an A major, which I suggest playing with fingers 2, 3, and 4, because we're going to be shifting into a B major chord. And this is technically played as a bar chord. Okay, so we're just going to shift that A chord shape up 2 frets and then add our first finger to play the bar. If this is too difficult, you can just play with your first finger in the 2nd fret on the high E string and just strum from the D string down. We then have a C sharp minor, which I play as a bar chord in the song. Okay, we're just barring in the 4th fret with an A minor chord shape. If you're not comfortable playing bar chords, then you can still play that open C sharp minor chord that we were playing during the verse. Okay, it's up to you, whichever version is easiest. We go back to an A. We have B and another B with a star, which means just one strum. Now the strumming pattern, down, 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 up, down, 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 up on each chord. 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a. So the E, the D major, A. We're going to slide into the B chord. And then from here we have to slide into the C sharp minor chord. And back to A. Up to the B again. And 1 strum. 2, 3, 4. So amazing work getting through all of that. If you enjoyed this lesson, please don't forget to just hit that like button and to subscribe to my channel. It really helps support the channel, you guys. Now, coming up next, we're going to be doing a full playthrough so that you can play along with me and get the song under your fingers. So here's Melissa by the Allman Brothers. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Crossroads seem to come and go, yeah. The gypsy flies from coast to coast, knowing many, loving none, bearing sorrow, having fun. But back home he'll always run to sweet Melissa. Freight train, each car looks the same, all the same. No one knows the gypsy's name. No one hears his lonely sigh. There are no blankets where he lies. In all his deepest dreams, the gypsy flies with sweet Melissa. Again the morning's come, again he's on the run. Sunbeams shining through his hair, appearing not to have a care. Well, pick up your gear and gypsy, roll on, roll on. Crossroads, will you ever let him go? Or will you hide the dead man's ghost? Or will he lie beneath the clay? Or will his spirit float away? But I know that he won't stay without Melissa. Yes, I know that he won't stay without Melissa. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed learning Melissa as much as I enjoyed teaching it. Now, if you did enjoy this lesson, then you should go and check out the lesson I did on Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd. The song is awesome and a great song to add to your guitar repertoire. Until next time, I'll see you in another Stellar Guitarist song tutorial. Have a great day. Bye.